Alright, we got the newest hero for Overwatch 2 that's going to be dropping in Season 16, but we currently have a weekend playtest to kind of play her and kind of see how she is and what her entire kit is. I'm going to kind of run through her entire kit for you guys real quick, and then I'll probably throw some like gameplay either from stream or some other gameplay I have of her, kind of giving my opinions on her and kind of showcasing her for you guys, at least pre-Season 16. Pretty much what she is, she's a crossbow hero. She kind of is a little bit similar to Hanzo. Hanzo's a single barrel. Hers is an automatic crossbow. It's kind of like this. Pretty much what it is. It also can headshot, so you can get headshot damage. It's kind of what it really is. She also has a passive where every 3 killing blows you get, you actually get an extra bunch of all charge. So like right here, I'm going to get a killing blow and you get an extra like 15% all charge, which is actually kind of broken. I think that's going to end up needing to be nerfed, but there's going to be a few other things I kind of talk about balance-wise with her too, so. But that's kind of what her main weapon is. You got the updraft, which is you can kind of sit in the air. You can also hold, you can actually hold and actually float mid-air too with the explosive bolt. You could also use the quick dash, which is her other movement ability that you can actually use. To actually use that in the air just as mobility, which is her other ability. Not going to really talk about it very much. It's really simple. Well, she has pretty much the explosive bolt. You line up, you can't really move very much, but like it's pretty much explosive bolt does chip damage. It's like an AoE. I don't think it's really AoE. You got to land it onto somebody, but it's more of like burst damage that can be comboed. It's kind of what it really is. So. As for her ult, which I think is the main thing that's kind of at least somewhat different, you have an explosive bola, or like I think it's like a bola snare pretty much. So pretty much what it does, you throw it out into an area, it snares people into an area. It's kind of like a damaging version of a Zarya ult that temporarily pulls people or groups of enemies together for like a second or two. It's kind of what it really is, and it charges way faster. So overall, I think Freja is really similar to Cassie from Paladins. If you were to ask me like where they got the inspiration for this hero, I 100% think they looked at Cassie from Paladins. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Cassie is a Paladins champion that was been in the game, one of the longest champions that's been in the game for a long time, and she's a really similar to Freja, pretty much the same thing. She has a single arrow. It's not an automatic crossbow bolt like Freja has, but it's a single arrow crossbow. She has a dash similar to this. She has an explosive arrow bolt, just like what Freja has. The only thing that is different with Cassie and Paladins and Overwatch version of Cassie, which is Freja, is they have different ults, and then they have like a different alternate ability. Cassie has like an extra damage burst type ability that you can combo. You have an updraft, which Cassie doesn't have. Those are the only two like major differences. Cassie and Paladins has Widowmaker's ult, which is pretty much an entire map reveal for I think like 10 or 15 seconds. So apart from those differences though, they're like literally almost identical. Apart from the weapon, this being like an automatic crossbow bolt instead of like a single arrow shot one like Cassie has. So I don't know. Overall, at least from what I've played so far and what I've seen, I think she's a really boring hero. That's just my honest opinion, though. I do think they're going to end up buffing the shit out of her on release, though, and she's going to be a balancing nightmare. She's one of those heroes that you need to have really good aim with, but if you have really good aim and you really know how to combo your abilities, she has a fuck ton of mobility, and she has a lot of burst and damage potential. So I do think if they do buff her for whatever reason, which they're going to do, they've been buffing all the new heroes for I don't know how long already, for at least back to like since before Venture at least, especially a lot of the supports. They're going to buff her and then she's going to be really broken on release. Right now, I don't think she's really incredibly good because a lot of people are not going to get enough time on her to really play her. But once she does get dropped into the game for Season 16, I do think she's going to be one of the best DPS heroes in the game, at least for the start of Season 16, until they end up nerfing her. They're going to Giga buff her on release, and then they're going to need to tone her back, just like Juno and Hazard and all the other more recent heroes. So, just a fucking bad balance team that doesn't know how to balance the game. That's what that really boils down to. I wouldn't even change anything balance-wise with her. I would just drop her as is, how she currently is in the playtest, and drop her like that right into the Season 16. That's what I would do, but Blizzard's going to not do that. They're going to fucking giga buffer so people play her, and she fucks up the game for the entire season. Can't have an actual fun season, you gotta have something ruin it. So it's not a Blizzard season and a new season without that type of shit, with a new hero ruin the game. So whether it's Malga, whether it's Juno, whether it's some other fucking hazard running around on release, breaking the game and making it miserable, there has to be something. So but it's kind of my overall, at least first impressions of her, kind of her entire kit. At least for the playtest, whether they change anything or kind of make anything different going forward, I'm not sure. She also has perks. I don't know if I can actually bring up her perks. I don't know if I can actually level up, but I have to go into the menu to actually show her perks for you guys real quick. So pretty much what her perks are, and I can't even bring her perks up. Here they are. Level 1 or level 2, I guess. Frostbolt, which is by far the best one. Landing 3 bolt attacks gives a 20% slow. So pretty much a better version of a May freeze. It's pretty much what it is. Broken. Really broken. Tracking instinct. Critical health enemies are revealed to you. Who cares? Bad perk. You're always going to be picking Frostbolt. I think that's going to mean to be nerfed on release for Season 16. And then for your major perks, you got Ready to Hunt. Updraft creates a temporary free use of Quick Dash, and then Relentless Barrage. Direct hits with Take Aim refund 4 automatic bolt ammo. By far, Ready to Hunt's way better. It gives you way more mobility, and you don't have to worry about your cooldowns. Anything that gives you free cooldowns usually has more value. There you go. Kind of her perks before I end it off. Top into the rest of the video.
Traveling to Iconwall.
Holy fuck, someone that does an insta-locker. Finally. Holy shit. I don't think she's even really that good on this map, actually. It's probably one of her, at least her worst maps. How her kind of kid kind of is. I mean, the middle of the map ain't bad. Like,
I always deliver.
this part of the map wouldn't really be bad for her, but like at this first part, choke point of the map, I don't think it's gonna be that good.
I'll be your angel.
What? Vivian, what have you been up to?
Oh, you know, surviving.
And how's Murphy?
What a
Doing much
lazy
better.
emote. Like, what is
Now
with
that
the
you
hero
aren't feeding her
releases
scraps
and
all
then the
time.
emotes being so fucking boring? That is her release default emote. Looking down sights on her crossbow. That is it. That is fucking lazy. That is about as bad as Venture's one on her release, and that was probably the worst one we've ever gotten. You wonder why people don't want to play Venture. Well, if they don't give a fuck, why would I?
Sorry about that. Enemy here.
Thanks for catching me up.
Breeze brings relief. Not so fast.
It's go time.
Breaking them down.
I've got a reputation to keep.
Oh, they're getting wrecked. Her ult charge is decently fast, though.
Sorry.
She also has a passive, too, like, where if you get 3 killing blows, you get, like, an extra bit of ult charge, too.
What's up?
So that if you're constantly getting kills, like, you're gonna really be having ult a lot. Wow, holy fuck, I got melted.
It's not over.
Frostbolt, I think Frostbolt's the better one. We're gonna lose this point because everybody's dead.
Outnumbered.
Get them away from the point. Defend the objective.
Understood.
Group up here.
Objective lost.
Healing pylon. The payload is moving. Spot them.
My healing pylon is here.
Over there.
Liberation rise.
The battle is
Let's go. Barrier denial. Over there. Stay on guard. Breaking them down.
Her long range really isn't that great. Like, if you can land all your shots, but like you ain't doing that much damage at like really long range. I don't know if it's because she has damage fall off. I'm not sure, but her damage kind of lacks at like really long ranges. Unless you're getting like constant headshots, but even then.
Dodge this.
My ultimate is
It's go time.
my ultimate is starting. Want healing? Hurry over.
I don't know. My only thing is, like, I wish the explosive bolt was a lot easier to land because I can never fucking land it. Everybody dodges it. Unless you're, like, in somebody's face, you can land it, but, like, medium to long range, you're not getting much value out of it. It reminds me of Cassie. Like, she plays really similar to how Cassie played. She, like, almost identical. She has skill shots and, like, that type of shit. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, like, go look up Paladins. Like, she plays really identical to how Cassie played in Paladins. Only thing is, like, her ult is way different, but it also charges pretty fast, so it's kind of the same thing with Cassie's. Like, her ult charges really fast, but it was just like a reveal.
This ends now. Enemy spotted.
Draw strength from nature.
I'm on my game Your end is within my reach. Dodge this.
Let the kitsune guide you.
And bro, look at how fast I go during the rush. Goes really quick.
Pain is in there. Thanks for pitching me up.
Fall back. Join me. My ultimate is charging.
Meteor strike.
Yeah.
Enemy located.
What's up?
It's go time.
New Bangada! I'll keep the fire burning! New Bangada!
I wish they would heal me. That'd be really helpful. I'm trying to carry and they just stand there. Who are you healing? Now we're gonna lose because they don't heal anyone.
I've always liked the challenge. Going up. Yes.
Yes.
60 seconds
Yes.
remaining.
Yes.
I guess when you fire too, like there's also like a really the longer you fire, the bigger the spread is. So that's maybe why I think she's not doing as much damage at range. I just noticed that too. Cause like the longer you fire like this, like your reticle opens up. So that's probably why.
I will.
So like you're not having 100% accurate shots.
30 seconds remaining.
They're almost out of time.
Don't let up.
Yes.
My ultimate is ready. Join me. Come here, fall
Yes. 10 seconds remaining. Ever further from their reach.
Oh, Soldier's so busted.
back. Let the keep.
Wish they'd nerf Soldier. I think that's the biggest thing we found out this match. Another loser that bought the recolors. If you're dumb enough to buy the recolors for how much money they're charging for those, like you are one of the dumbest people ever. If you're that stupid to give your money to that type of scam fucking shit, like, get your head checked. Not bad though. I don't know, she really reminds me of Cassie, she really does. I don't think Cassie had like Cassie never had like the reticle spread though, like her shots were 100% accurate, but like the main problem with her shots is like you had to kind of lead your shots a little bit because the projectiles and paladins were really weird. And like the projectile size was a little bit kind of small for her, so like half the time you'd be shooting, but like if you were moving, some of the time they would miss the hitboxes and that type of shit, so kind of paladins, jank, garbage stuff. That was mainly the problem with that game. I don't think that was really with the hero itself, or the champion itself, rated. Hopefully that doesn't get me copyrighted. I'm gonna be pissed if that does. Even though I was talking the entire time. I don't know, I think she's really boring. People thought Venture was really boring on release too, but like you compare Venture to Freja, and I think Venture by far, I mean I'm probably biased because she's my most played DPS, but I think Venture's by far one of the funnest DPS in the entire game. People said she was boring too, but that was just mainly because her character was kind of boring because they never gave her like a hero release trailer or like anything good. She had no skins on release. Like they didn't give a fuck about her. She got shafted to the wayside. I feel like they gave up on her like halfway through, but they already had her fully developed and they're like, oh, we'll just put her out anyways. It's kind of what I feel like Venture was.